Yeah. You know, I'm eating breakfast. But I said, I got to make a video. Something was just on my mind. I said, I got to make this video. And I'm just kind of just bothered. Black Americans are the most ignorant people politically in the United States of America, who 100% of the time vote against their interest and get used. Let me tell you how ignorant we've been this election series. First of all, they lied on Trump for 4 years about this Russian collusion. It comes out to be a farce. They had a fake-ass impeachment process. Just drama. All this drama for 4 years. Fake-ass Russian collusion shit. Fake-ass impeachment shit. And all of a sudden that people think it was some fraudulent shit in the election November 3rd. Now all of a sudden they want us to shut the fuck up and just accept some shit. It ain't over yet to January 6th. But they want us to shut up and accept some shit now. Oh, we tripping now because we want to make sure that the voting and election process is proper for the next election season and from the here on out. We want to just make sure that the United States of America's election system ain't fucked up. That's all it's about. Relax. Okay? Democrats should want to see this process through. Right? But they got shit to hide, so they just ignoring it. But anyway, let me tell you why we is just the dumbest. You guys protested for 2-3. I told you election season was coming. So they brought up all this shit to fuck with y'all emotions. Wait, first of all, I've been working out. Somebody told me I was out of shape a few months ago. And I had to think about it, and I was looking at me, I said, well, I am looking kind of flabby. Thank you, Eddie, for letting me know I was out of shape, because I was out of shape. I've been on for the last 3 months now. I've been working out. I've been on that pull-up bar. This is at 50. I've been on that pull-up bar. I've been doing shit, nothing but calisthenics. I got me a dip station. Let me check out my dip station. Hold on. Move my shit out the way. Bear with me, y'all. I'm just in a happy mood today. I bought one of these dip stations. Bam! 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 I can do a million of these things right now. Been on that pull-up bar. Look at my shit. At 50. Thanks for that motivation, Eddie. Let me stop clowning. So, here we go. So, I said election season was coming up. So they had all these fake ass, trumped up shootings and killings that went on. And played with y'all emotions. They was all fake. Here comes George Floyd's crazy ass. Now we find out later when I told y'all in the beginning, we find out that George told the police to put him on the ground. Nobody knew that. You guys are all upset. I said, shut the fuck up until you see the complete video and all the evidence come out. Because black folks see little bitty clips and just jump to conclusions and go crazy. Right? They can't wait to say, see the white man, we told you that. That's all black folk want to do. Especially these pro-black. We told you, look, they evil. People are just so dead set on trying to prove something. And they the ones that's fucking up. All this pointing, they should be pointing at themselves. Look, we told you. No. Come to find out, George Floyd told the police to put him on the ground. They got the video saying that. They didn't just put him on the ground. They was pleading with this guy. Please get into the back of the police car. Just sit down. We're going to roll the windows down for you. George said he was claustrophobic. They said, okay, well, we'll roll the windows down for you. Mind you, he just got out of a car. He's not claustrophobic. Being sitting in the car. So they was, please, George, we'll roll the windows down for you. Just sit in the back, please. He was steadily resisting for a long time. God damn, how much longer the cops got to plead? Then he said, you know what, I'm claustrophobic. Put me on the floor. I'd rather be on the floor. They put him on the floor. Shit, your request. That knee in the neck, we was proving that the motherfucker had fentanyl because he was hiding drugs in his mouth while they was arresting him. And he had fentanyl, so while he was on the floor, he swallowed that shit, whatever he was hiding in his mouth. He had COVID, bad heart. So a combination of that, swallowing fentanyl, knee on your back, all this stress and shit, and his shit heart rate was up, and he died. It wasn't the knee on the neck that killed him. We find that out. The autopsy reports is in, all that shit is complete. Now, should the cop have had his knee on the neck that long? No, but that wasn't the cause of his death. They've been having knees on people's necks and backs forever. The motherfucker was passing fake dollar bills, counterfeit money. It had nothing to do with race. Nothing to do with race. Any human being go to a store and you pass off some fake counterfeit money, the police will be called on you because the feds do not play with fake money. They want to catch it. They're going to question you to death where this money come from because they know it's more around. So they would have came out and done the same thing to a black, a white, a Mexican, an Indian, an Arab, anyone. It wasn't race-mated, but you guys were suckered by Black Lives Matter and the Democratic Party. Black Lives Matter is the Democratic Party. They the one had you guys all up in the uproar, protesting and running around here, holding up signs, acting the goddamn fool behind some bullshit. Black Lives Matter collected $10 billion. Where's it at? They're disappeared today. Election's over. They disappeared. You guys got played. The other kid with the shooting in the, what state was that? Georgia? Where the white boys were chasing him. Videos came out. This kid had serious behavior problems. This motherfucker threatened police, jumped bad at police, ran up on police before. In this videos, I've proved this already. He was a bad character. He was doing something wrong and running around that neighborhood, and they wanted him out. He ran up on a man with a shotgun. That is mental health shit. He wasn't cornered. People keep trying to press that. This motherfucker was not cornered. He ran up on a man with a shotgun and tried to take it. Now look here. If somebody run up, if you're trying to make a citizen's arrest or something, somebody run up on you and try to take your shotgun and you sitting there fighting, what's gonna happen? You gonna let him take the shotgun and then let him shoot you with it? No, that's called self-defense. They blasted. It was dumb for him to run up on it. It was dumb for them to come after him. I agree, but it was also dumb for him to rush head up with a motherfucker holding a shotgun. The kid had serious behavior problems. He was a bona fide 100% thug. And if you're not my Facebook friend, you probably didn't see the other videos and presentations I made, so you may not understand. But just chill and trust me, Chief X knows what the fuck he's talking about. Breonna Taylor. You guys were fooled. Talking about they shot her while she was sleeping in bed. Come to find out she wasn't sleeping in bed. She was standing in the middle of the hallway, and her and her boyfriend didn't want to answer the motherfucking door when the police, and then they dumbass bust on the goddamn police and shoot the goddamn police in the leg through the damn door. Police shoot back. That's what happens. Dumb shit. I'm not supporting none of that dumb shit. I'm not crying no tears for all that ignorance. Breonna Taylor is found. It was in the dope gang, trap house. All this is proven. Go to AK Nations. He got documented. All this is proven. Breonna Taylor rented a car. They found a motherfucker dead in the car she had rented. That's what sparked the investigation anyway, even before her shooting. Listen, I'm a grown adult. How is a dead man gonna be found in a car I rented? And I'm just innocent? I'm not just out here doing no dirt? Shut the fuck up. You guys were wrong and fooled. Okay? Look here. Them 3 deaths was the major point over the last year before the election, and they created that drama to fuck with y'all emotions. Who was out rioting and looting the most? And tearing up neighborhoods and burning buildings looting? Democrats. Republicans wasn't doing that. They were on good behavior. Who was talking about defund police? Black Lives Matter. Who needs police the most in their neighborhoods? Black people. Defund the police means more death and destruction unchecked in the black community. It was the dumbest thing to ever say, defund the police. Who said that? Black Lives Matter. You guys voted for your total destruction. Let me go in and let you know how. First of all, Black Lives Matter got donated $10 billion. Look it up. $10 billion. Where's that money? Black folk receive any of it? NBA, NFL talking about it anymore? What changed? What laws were changed behind all that drama, Black Lives Matter, and all this old money donating? What changed? Nothing. You guys should have voted for Trump and conservative. Because black folk are conservative. You know why your black ass is conservative? Most blacks are not for gay marriage. The Democrats are. Republicans not. But black folk not for black gay marriage too much in general. You know how we are. We have conservative values. But we vote liberal. Why? Black folk are not, as a whole, for gay marriage. Why are you still voting liberal? Who pushed gay marriage? Democrats. Everything you guys voted for was against your interest. Where's that $10 billion? Who got that money? Democrat Party got all that money. They stole this election and bought this election. $10 billion to the Dems and Black Lives Matter. Zuckerberg is under fire right now in court. He may go to jail. They're calling saying he helped steal and buy an election because he gave, oh my God, he gave like, what was it, 40 million to the election process or the electors. And guess where his money went? 90% of his money went to Democratic cities. So, out of 10 cities he donated to, 9 of them were Democrat. Y'all didn't know that? So, when I tell you, when they say Google, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter was against Trump, that's what it was. They were censoring conservatives. They were censoring Trump, removing posts from conservatives and the President of the United States. So when does Twitter and Facebook censor the President of the United States? That's never happened until this time for Trump. The cards were against him. 85% of the media was against Trump. NBC, CBS, and they flooded y'all BLM. They flooded y'all with all this drama, and all of it was some fake ass shit. They fooled you. Kamala Harris, funded by mainly Planned Parenthood. She used to be the top cop. And she pushes Planned Parenthood, a huge supporter. You guys voted for your destruction. You guys voted for way more abortions. You voted for your destruction. Black people have to be the dumbest voters in America. Biden and Harris tough on gun laws and rights. Abortion is about to go down more and more and more now. Planned Parenthood is happy. Kamala's supporting them. You guys don't even... Where's that $10 billion go? Where is Black Lives Matter December the 19th, 2020. You don't hear them. They played you. And now they won't even let Black Lives Matter get at the seat at the table. Joe Biden on Zoom calls, checking all the black politicians, basically saying, shut the fuck up, I run this, I don't owe you shit. That's what he's basically saying. And now look at you niggas. All these black women in love with Obama. Obama leaves office, their feelings is hurt. Trump comes in, they have hate for him for no fucking reason at all. Black folk hate for Trump is uncalled for and unjustified. People today, and I'll debate them, cannot think of one thing that Trump did bad to black folk throughout his presidency. Only thing Trump did was totally try to help. Soon as he got in office, he was open to helping black folk. That's why Kanye ran up in there. Yeah, come on, what you need, Kanye? Let's talk. Whoever wanted to talk was able. Trump even did this. He said, oh, HBCUs need some help? I got you, what's up? Let's talk. And then he changed the office where the HBCUs resided at. He said, no, bring your office to the White House, and gave him an office in the White House. So they can have so they can have access to him. They're not at a remote site no more. He brought them to the White House, first time ever that happened. That was for your benefit, black folk. And your kids who might want to go to these HBCUs. Then he implemented some kind of permanent funding. Like HBCUs had to every year request something. Trump made it where it was permanent. You don't have to keep coming back every year requesting this kind of funding. We're going to make it permanent for you. You guys didn't know that. You guys totally voted against your interests and fucked up black folk progress. Dem's been doing that. You had about 4 new young black Republican congressmen and women. The one black congresswoman in Baltimore wanted to clean up Baltimore, that Democrat-run hellhole, shithole in Baltimore. And that black young Republican lady wanted to clean it up. Guess what all them black Baltimores did? Fuck you, bitch. We don't want you cleaning shit up. The Dems been making us raggedy for years. We voting for a Democrat. What the fuck? Guess what Detroit did? Guess what Los Angeles did? We want 84-year-old Maxine Waters in there again with her 84-year-old laid up in bed ass. Forget that 30-year-old black young congressman who wanted her seat and wanted to clean up South Central LA and Inglewood. Fuck them. We want more abortions. We want to be played with our emotions. Get Biden and Harris in there. Get that top cop. Get that crime bill writer up in there. We want to vote for our destruction unknowingly. Sad. This is a sad day. It's a sad motherfucking day. %90 of y'all listening to me fucked it up for black folk. You need to repent, get on your knees, and apologize. Candace Owens told you that they was bullshitting you. But you didn't believe her because you want to keep pushing this victimhood narrative. You want to keep acting like people are fucking with you when they're not. You want to just keep pointing your finger at the white man. See, I told you the white man. No, the white man ain't fucking with you today in 2020. Candace was right. See, I used to be against Candace. And Candace said some shit one day. Pissed me off. Because I was thinking like y'all. I said, I'm going to fact check her. Because you know how I am. Trust me. I don't rep nobody who's full of shit. I'm known for exposing frauds and lies. I said, you know what? I got to fact check this effer. And she kept kicking shit all this whole year for this election. And I was fact checking. I said, God damn, she's right. The shit she was saying was uncomfortable truths that black folk didn't really like or want to hear because they want their narrative. They want the victim narrative so bad. It was so much uncomfortable truths that she was kicking. It was pissing people off. That's why people mad at Candace. Don't like her. But what she was saying was true as fuck. She just fact checked her. One day I'm gonna do a video. We're gonna go through it, and everybody gonna see. Candace was right as fuck. Yep. Candace started Blexit movement. Blexit movement was a revolutionary movement and still is. It's called Black Exiting the Democratic Party. That's what it means. Blexit. So revolutionary shit. And black folk was exiting and did exit. Trump had the highest black vote for a Republican candidate ever. For a reason. And nobody told me Joe Biden got more votes than Obama did from black folk. That's this fake narrative and this fake ass election shit that went down. And these fake ass numbers. And all that shit is proven. You're going to see on this hearing that comes up until January 6th, because they've been trying to ignore it. They'll be like CNN, NBC, they've been... No, you're going to see. It's all kinds of proof of voter fraud. Dominion machine fraud. I'm telling you. And if you ain't listening to Newsmax, the truth station on YouTube, Newsmax is on YouTube, Newsmax is on Awesome. If you ain't listening to about 3 different stations, you have no clue about what the truth is. Because 85% of the media is not talking about it and ignoring it. Y'all black folk fucked up. Now, see, here's the thing. Because I keep saying this. Insanity is doing the same thing, expecting different results. Right? If Baltimore's raggedy and it's been Democrat run forever, at some point, people should say, you know what, let's try something different. We don't have to always be traditional. You can think outside the box. It is a lady out here talking about cleaning up Baltimore. And you know the Dems didn't do it for decades after decades after decades after decades. It's insane to keep voting for Dems to run Baltimore. That's insanity. At a certain point, hey, let's try this. See, you're supposed to switch up when needed, as needed. You don't just stay in the box. You don't just stay a sheep forever. You think outside the box and change. I'm like, people be talking this tax shit. I'm like, and I realize that the Republicans do lower taxes. For the rich and the poor. And I'm like, why is California and New York blue and Democrat all the time, but California and New York got the damn highest taxes? Shit is high as fuck. And Dem run. The states with the lowest taxes are mainly, overall, Republican. Something's fishy. Why do we vote against our interests? Why are we so stuck on being a left-ass liberal when we know we have conservative values as black folk? All the white folk was voting for gay marriage. Black folk really wasn't. Them Dems. White Dems. But it's not your thing. You really guys don't want no long-term welfare. Why do you guys want people keeping you victims forever? So, like, if there wasn't a victimhood mentality, the Democrats wouldn't have nothing to say or fight for. They'd be like, oh, y'all don't want to be victims no more? We got to change how we campaign and talk now. Black folk don't want to be victims. But we're benefiting off you being victims. Because we get a job now. We can fake this shit and keep y'all victims, and that's how we win. Get off the dim train, family, and think. You guys basically, I'm going to end this video. Basically, you guys voted for more abortions. You guys voted for people who are talking about defunding police. More destruction to the black community. You guys voted for more illegal immigrants coming into the country, making it tough on your children. You guys voted for all these things. You guys voted for your destruction and don't even realize it. Biden is a racist bastard who never meant any good for you. You guys voted for and forgave a motherfucker who wrote the damn crime bill. It's not like he voted for the damn crime bill. The nigga wrote the crime bill. And black folk voted for the motherfucker who wrote the 94 crime bill. We forgive you. Praise Jesus. You know how you niggas is. You guys are too forgiving. Biden didn't harm you. He helped you. Opportunity zones Trump gave y'all to clean up your neighborhoods. They did. Black folk in Baltimore and all these, they didn't respect opportunity zones. Opportunity zones were opportunity for, like in Leimert Park, where I live in Leimert Park, Little Africa, to buy stuff and get support, get tax breaks, and start black businesses in these communities and get them cleaned up. That's what opportunity zones was basically about. And who gave you that? Trump. Who shitted on that? Black folk. Democrats. You couldn't see the light. Ice Cube and all these people are trying to tell you, you guys could not see the light because your mommy and daddy got you liberal, your grandparents got you liberal, and you guys cannot see the light. You fucked up. You are the sheep in America. Nobody's fucking with you. You guys commit more crimes and homicides than any race in America. And this is a fact. You guys are terrorizing neighborhoods. And you got the nerve to continue to point the finger. You guys need to say, you know what? We're not pointing the finger no more. We're going to get on ourselves and turn inwards on ourselves and correct ourselves. We need more motherfucking police. That's what you niggas should be talking about. We need black kids to become police. Not bashing the police and being anti-police. You need to support the police. We need thousands and thousands of black prosecutors. We need thousands, a million black policemen. And these youths running up into the police department and applying for jobs. That's change. You guys are teaching the kids to hate police. White folk love that. You know. You guys are catering to your enemy when you do that. You can't obtain power and authority if you're not trying to get into positions of power and authority. The more black cops, the better it is for the black communities. But this is just common sense. You should not be talking anti-police shit. That's what Black Lives Matter did. That's what the Democrats did. The only people who didn't do that is Republicans. They support the police. They support law and order. And I've learned to start supporting the law and order and the police. I have. Because I realize all this shit niggas be talking about the police is playing on your emotions talk. And fucking lies. Ain't nobody trying to kill your ass. You have a LeBron talking all this shit. We scared to come outside. Hey, y'all niggas, yeah, we scared. Your ass ain't scared to come outside. Definitely LeBron ain't scared to come outside. You have a 0.0001 chance of getting killed by the police stepping outside. They not fucking with you. You guys are committing the most homicide. Niggas are still robbing cell phone stores and shit. I watch these police protection videos. Self-defense videos. And they just show crimes that go down. Half of them is always black folk. Niggas is, in 2000, this is what I'm saying. In 2020, niggas is still running up in cell phone stores and trying to rob them and getting locked up in there and don't have no clue technology is bad. You know, find me a white boy, an Asian boy, or an Arab who runs up in the goddamn cell phone store and try to steal everything and rob them. You won't find that. We do the most ignorant shit. Let's just be real about that. In recovery, they say, in Alcoholics Anonymous and Narcotics Anonymous, they say, if for me to clean myself up and recover, I have to first admit that I'm an addict and I need help. If you can't first do that, that's the first step. You can't recover. You can't heal because you're still in denial. So, for black folk in the black community to heal and progress, we have to first admit we've been fucking up. And we commit the most homicides, we do the most crime out of any race in America. We have to first admit that shit. God damn it, we do this and we're going to change. We're going to stop pointing the finger and we're going to point the finger at ourselves and correct ourselves. Like I tell people, you should watch the documentary on the Chinese-Japanese War and how Japan oppressed China, killing them motherfuckers, destroyed them. And they turned in on themselves and corrected themselves, and now they're power. They said, fuck everybody. Turned in on themselves, figured out what to do, built, worked, progressed, and now they're power. World powers are scared of China. China's buying up, doing everything. Black Americans need to turn in on themselves, stop pointing the motherfucking finger, and get to motherfucking work. And stop voting against their own interest. Stop voting in people who are destroying them and mean to destroy them. Stop being fooled by slick talk and swag and you know how motherfuckers sound. We're at 10 billion, 10, I didn't say 10 million. Think. I said $10 billion Black Lives Matter got. Between Mark Zuckerberg, Black Lives Matter, all the media, Twitter, they all bought this election. And that's fraudulent in itself. And Trump was still kicking ass. When everybody went to bed November 3rd, all the Dems, all the libs, black folk, black women was shaking their boots. Oh, Trump's gonna get another 4 years. Then we woke up, shit changed. Trump, that means with the world and the media against Trump, the people, real Americans spoke. And Trump still kicked ass. And everyone knows it, but don't want to say it. It's actually incredible feat he done. It's like, I'm going to tell you, this is the feat. It's like some 17-year-old who never had a pro fight getting in the ring with Mike Tyson and going the whole 12 rounds with him. He may have lost, but he was in there just hanging. Give that 17-year-old motherfucking props, because he was kicking ass. It was David against Goliath. But see, it ain't over. Wait till January 6th. So I just wanted to rant a little bit and make you feel this. How do you feel voting for frauds? How do you feel voting for killers? How do you feel voting for people who's pushing abortions and that abortion is going to go up now? Because Kamala is going to pay back with love Black Lives Matter. I'm not, excuse me, not Black Lives Matter. But Planned Parenthood for supporting her and helping them get in office. They're going to be rewarded for that. Black folk, you need to wake up. Seriously. And stop voting based on emotion.